Hello, welcome everyone to the Distraction TEW series. We have made it through 2 months of gameplay. We are in July. We are on the road to King of Kings. I am Jeremy Lambert. Booking the blue brand is Joseph Hulbert. Joe, we're coming off a successful month where we made $1.2 million. We bought out IWA Mid-South, closed them down, and now we are headed toward King of Kings and SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I'm with you. Successful month, but I'm a little bit shaken right now because, I just put on my best suit. I headed to the illustrious award ceremony that just took place for the half-year Professional Wrestling Awards. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, I expected to clean up. I really did. But apparently, I'm not paying the right people, right? I mean, I'm paying some people, but clearly not the right ones.
Yeah, definitely not the right ones, Joe, because New Japan took literally every single award. So I think we know who you are paying, but I think we really know who you're not paying.
I think people are a little bit upset that my most well-positioned Japanese wrestler is only kayfabe Japanese. And I think once I sort of rectify that in whichever way I can, perhaps we'll be on better terms with everyone.
All right, as you can see there, New Japan cleaned up. We don't need to get back. We have 6 months to overthrow them, okay? We have 6 months to prove why WWE is the best. And we are the best because our stock is up. What's the New Japan stock look like? I don't think these fake awards boost your stock at all, but that's just me.
That was amazing. That was like a JBL1 commentary, man. I love it. I'm with you the whole way. I mean, this was a sad day for us, but as you said, we rebounded. Got 2 young, fresh talents in the door with that acquisition of IWA. So I'm ready to go, man.
All right, here we go. I don't think there's anything from the news. I feel like we covered everything. All right, It is Monday. We're at WWE Raw. What do I have in store? I have no idea.
Well, I'm pleased to announce that I've just stared at my notes here, and I also have no idea what I'm doing this week. So this should be a tremendous episode, shouldn't it?
This is not my go-home show, right? It is week 2, correct?
Week 2, yeah.
Okay. See, the sad thing is you can't look at this like on the schedule. I don't like that you can't check the schedule.
If you go to what's the button? Pre-booking next to it. Go next to it, and then if you keep flicking down, eventually you'll get to that.
Joseph.
There you go.
All right, week 2. You are a smart man, Joseph.
Some things I have had the same experience with, so I can help you, and other things I cannot. Like a minute ago when we was looking at poor Kofi's relationship with Big E, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. But yeah, some things I can help.
Yeah, full disclosure, I don't remember if it was last episode or the episode before, but Kofi and Big E became not friends. We felt that was very unfair, so we changed their relationship to loyalty, and we took away Triple H's creative control so we can beat him in a minute to Aleister Black.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We stick by that. Right, yes. We sit by both decisions. Some people should stay friends, and some people should do 1-minute jobs.
Yes, exactly. All right, locker room incidents. This is not good, but we will see. Buddy Murphy. All right, I feel like this will be fine. Murphy probably organized a video game tournament. I don't know if he's big on the video games, but we got a lot of people in our locker room that are big on the video games.
Oh.
And Murphy has organized this tournament to get in the good graces with people. This is fine. Murphy's good. Poker tournament. I was very close.
Okay, Hennig is grinning wide. He has changed the locker room culture. The boys are now smoking cigars and playing poker. I love it.
That's where he actually went with that. Is he went with he's going to the Kurt hitting side of, all right, we're going poker. Our locker room isn't divided, but we've got the poker side and we've got the video game side essentially.
Hennig accepts Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy's pretty built, right? He looks like a rustler, as they say back in the good old days, And he, I'd imagine he's made some very mean comments about some of the other guys. But Buddy's now on his side. This is good news for my eventual trade that I'll be making in 4 months.
All right, 2 weeks until the pay-per-view. I know pretty much the go-home show. This show, we're going to book it. It's going to be a great show. Stock's going to go up because that is what happens when I have the pencil.
It literally is what happens. You roll into these things and you're like, we'll see what happens, and you get a B+ every time. I roll in with my formats, and I think it's my leadership, Jeremy. I think it's the fact that I enjoy drinking with the boys, and we have so much fun talking about the business. We don't actually spend any time doing good business, unfortunately. So Maybe we'll have to turn it around eventually. Our buddy's being rewarded here for his proactive team play.
Yes, we are doing the six-man tag that I set up last week with Jeff's Drug Mules, but they don't know that yet. This is all it's a slow build here. Against New Era, led by Sami Zayn.
Which is an amazing sentence.
This is gonna be a good match. This is you know, in WWE they used to book those 6-man. They still do actually sometimes. They book the 6-man main events always with the Shield. They just throw them in there against anybody, and it was just a great match every single time. That's what this is.
I feel like there's a generation of fans that only realised 6-mans can be entertaining when the Shield came around. They were like, wait, hang on, guys can put effort and creativity into these things? Weird.
Adam Cole can pick up the victory. The loser will be Jeff Hardy to keep this story going. Yes.
You know, when you say that, like, you realise I'm taking it literal too, right? Like, I am just seeing Jeff like wandering around aimlessly at ringside. Like, he doesn't know he's walking into Adam Cole's moves and stuff. That's what I'm seeing.
That's fine. If that's how you want to take it, that's completely fine.
The best art is open to perception, right? Perspective, right? I'm
not mad at that at all. All right. So we've got that booked out. That's literally the only thing I have planned for this show. Okay.
See, this is a very scary screen. Is this one here with the blank, with one match there slid in, very scary. Good luck. Godspeed to you, Jeremy. This is very scary times.
My go-home show will be very smooth. This show, getting to the go-home show, I'm not sure about. Okay, we're gonna pull back the curtain a little bit here, and Kofi is gonna be upset at New Day, and he's gonna be like, where were you guys? What happened there? I got jumped, and it took you too long to kind of get to me here. What's going on? We're playing off of the relationship that got hurt but then immediately got repaired. Okay, so we're gonna do that. It's gonna be kind of Kofi questioning things. It'll be resolved by the end of the night, or next week. Actually, we'll resolve it next week.
I mean, you just love blurring those lines, don't you? You can't get enough of it.
Kofi is worried. They're not having fun, Joe. They're not having fun.
You call back to that, and last episode, or whatever it was, when we started celebrating that we'd made it almost 2 months. Now we have actually done 2 months. I was like, man, we've done so many bits that have been forgotten along that 2 months. Like, where are we going to be in a year if we're still doing this? We'll have no memory of the proud and the powerful and all this good stuff, will we? It'll just be long gone.
All right, Kofi is a little bit worried about what's going on with New Day. They reassure him it's okay. It's setting up a match next week where Kofi Kingston takes on Cesaro. Actually, Sheamus. He's going to take on Sheamus. And because Kofi, you got to remember, he's still a former WWE champion. So he can do it on his own here. So he's going to take on Sheamus next week, and things will be fine. All right?
We don't often discuss the real wrestling on this show of Much More Fun Fantasy, but that Kofi thing is really interesting, isn't it? Like, he was champ for 6 months. Man, does it feel like a time ago now, though. It really does.
Yes, 100%. Let me throw... I mean, by the time this airs, it will be about a year since he'd lost the title.
Wow. Yeah, perhaps it was the way it ended. Maybe that didn't help.
And that way the feud advances there. Okay, let me
I know that you do that for the sake of just game logic, but whenever it happens, I just imagine they're only talking about Arn. They're like, anyway, there's been this guy after us, Arn Anderson. Tully's he's not an issue for these fellas right now. Oh no.
Look, we've got can't see this, but I'm booking the Jeff's Drug Mules storyline. I need to be better about booking these storylines. So, one, when we do get to the pay-per-view matches, there's actual heat on them.
Can we see that? Can we see how these storylines are actually doing?
Yeah.
Some of them I could probably delete. So.
Yeah, like Bret and Brock, which has Bryan and a very layered storyline. It's doing great. Becky, AJ, and Ruby, that's probably done with, right? Your fantastic Carmella.
Oh, that's long gone. Get rid of that.
Feud.
Yeah, that's done.
Roman and Drew is kind of done.
No, it's still going. Trust me.
But do you want to add like the Usos and Yoko to this?
No, because they're going to branch off into a different thing. I've got it. Don't worry, Jeremy. Don't worry about little old Joe on SmackDown. Trust me.
All right. The Jeff thing doesn't really matter, but for the sake of the game, the big matches are kind of taken care of. All right, whatever. Where are we at? Who had a great performance on NXT? Do we recall? Occam. He's losing to Walter. Let's go ahead and get that segment out of the way.
I'm interested if this is a match you've done before or not. I really am.
I feel like it is, actually.
You've booked him against every big man in NXT, so if you managed to avoid this one, I'll be impressed.
It isn't. We've not done. Maybe we did Razor against Walter.
Either that or I'm imagining stuff. I'm not sure.
All right. Seth Rollins and his one glove will be on commentary.
Does his one glove have a seat of its own, or is it actually on one of his hands?
No, he's wearing it, Joe. This is a very important glove. It doesn't leave his hand.
True. I love that you're so uninterested in the Seth element of this. You haven't even like get heat on him once. Like he literally just sits there and watches Walter win in a minute every single week.
It's all coming to next week, Joe. Like Seth is a man who bides his time. Okay, he doesn't.
The Messiah.
Yes, he doesn't just go in there running willy nilly and just attacking people. He's a very cold and calculated man.
Imagine the things Kurt Hennig says to Buddy Murphy about Seth. Imagine the things that comes out of that man's mouth when he's discussing Buddy's ex-leader, I guess, right? His ex-Messiah.
Okay, we've got that. We're gonna do. I had this segment in my head. Oh yeah, the Bray Wyatt. So Bray Wyatt's at the Performance Center. Big cliffhanger last week, Joe. Big cliffhanger where he's wandering around the Performance Center for the second straight week because it's a very big building. He runs into Triple H, and Triple H is like, "What are you doing here?" And that was our big cliffhanger. Now, if I can explain this, and let me try to explain this.
Feel free.
Bray is like, this is where it all began, man, and Triple H is like, no, you were in FCW, and Bray is like, this is FCW. We're doing a lot of lost storylines, Joe. This is the land of the lost. You have the land of the opportunity. We're the land of the lost here on Raw. He's like, this is FCW. And Triple H is like, no, we are NXT, is what he says. This is a direct quote from Triple H. and Bray he's very confused by all of this, and then we get another cliffhanger for next week.
I'm imagining this, just to be clear, as like a full like kids cartoon show to be continued too, especially with Bray, right? Like, everything's normal, and then it just does this big goofy transition. I'd love it.
Next week we'll set up the match. Next week is going to be kind of the longer thing but it's still 6 minutes because that's the sweet spot for Bray Wyatt. Anything longer, he drops to a B. But next week we'll set up the match of, Bray Wyatt is like, I gotta destroy. I've got to destroy this to get back to myself, and then Triple H is like, well, if you got to destroy this, you got to go through me. And then that's how they set up the match at King of Kings.
So, has Triple H said anything about this pay-per-view?
No.
Like, what?
No.
Okay, what's the discussion? Is Michael Cole, or I guess Morrow, selling it every week as like Triple H's event, or are we just pretending it's called King of Kings purely out of like coincidence?
No, yeah, it's like the you know how they booked the Triple H 25 anniversary show.
Yeah.
But we didn't know what it was. It was just, we're going to celebrate Triple H. This is just, it's called King of Kings. There's hints. And then it's going to be, Triple H is going to do this match. He's going to do this match against The Fiend. Then Triple H, he's going to reveal this is all like his big, this is his big idea. This is his big master plan to like call the show this big celebration. But he's going to be disappointed that, he beat The Fiend in 2 seconds. He's going to be like, this is not what I need. One more classic. I got one more classic in me, is what he's going to say, Joe. And he's going to give, he wants that Triple H 30-minute classic. And he's like, so, I got a man who I built in NXT, a man who I believe is the future, a man who I believe can have this classic with me. And then that's when Aleister Black comes out. And we don't know if Aleister Black is the man he's talking about, or if Aleister Black just comes out and he kicks Triple H in the face and he pins him, and that's the last we send of Triple H, and we just send him to NXT.
What I love about this, there's many, many things I love about this, is that I think there's a real chance that Triple H does a Firefly Funhouse match, and he would do it with such excitement. And in your mind, which shows you how far you're departed from WWE thinking, this is like the ultimate insult. Like, you're just laughing at Triple H in every direction because the match he's going to win is against a man that you just see as the ultimate clown. In every which way, right? He's an actual clown. He's a clown in your mind. He is a Bray. But you refuse to give Papa Paul the send-off he wants here. That's really what's happening, isn't it?
Look, he's got it. This is the send-off he wants. He's putting younger talent over. I don't know if you've been watching NXT, Joseph. Actually, I do know that you haven't. But this is all what Papa Paul is doing, putting over the younger talent. So this is he has got everybody fooled. He comes out and he says, I want the classic, I want the last match. No. The real Triple H wants to put over the young talent. And that's what he does with Aleister Black. So we think this is like, oh man, they really jobbed out Triple H there, didn't give him that proper send-off. This is the proper send-off.
See, now I don't like this, because now it feels like he's going to be made into some sort of martyr on the dirt sheets and stuff. I don't want that. I want you to make a real fool of him here, Jeremy. Please ensure me you're going to do that.
I told you what the booking is. You can take it however you want. I've given the Triple H explanation. I've given my explanation. Just, you got to read between in the line. There's layers, Joe. That's the hashtag. If we do nothing else while we book all these shows, we do layers.
We do. I'm hoping that when the show ends, everyone is agreeing that he's a great big fool that we should never have celebrated to begin with, and not doing the whole, like, I don't want the Wrestle Chatter accounts being like, man, I love this guy, did it again for the business. I don't want that.
Oh, there's gonna be the Twitter threads of explaining. Oh, no. Yes, this is a deep story that we're telling here. All right, what am I doing with this show? Let me try to get through this show. Spend 15 minutes explaining this Triple H Bray Wyatt program that is literally going to end in a 2-minute match.
There are times during these bulk booking sessions that I forget we're playing a game. I sometimes think we're just sort of talking to each other about ideas in professional wrestling. I'm like, yeah, sure, man, sounds good. And I look back and I see the screen with all the booking.
Okay. We booked Bryan and Brock last week, so for the pay-per-view. I haven't see. I've got next week. I'm doing AJ and Perfect against Bret and Bryan, which is a big match. Giving that away on free TV. That's a great match right there. I've got to somehow like set this up for this week, and so basically what I'm doing, we're gonna do a one-on-one match. This is gonna be the main event. Bret Hart, fighting champion, title is on the line.
Okay.
Against who? I don't know. Look at this.
Oh, I thought you was gonna do one of the guys. I thought you was gonna do Perfect or.
No, we're not giving that away.
Oh, sorry, pal.
No. Look at the face and heel divide here. Absolutely nuts. Let's just do Homicide. Throw him in cold in a main event against Bret Hart.
I'm going to warn you that I think Homicide's time decline deal may be like 20 years. But I mean, I'm worried what the game is going to have him at. But yeah.
We're going to do Bret Hart and Andrade. Andrade got a win last week. Makes sense, right?
I never, ever would complain about this idea. I mean, This is tremendous.
We're going to give this
two of my all-time favourite guys, even though they are in the most contrasting positions in the WWF we currently live in.
We're giving this 21 minutes.
Cool. Sounds good to me.
Universal title is on the line.
How would Bret feel about that like back elbow deal that Andrade kills everyone with? Would it? You know, I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's snug, Jeremy, but not too much because we're going to see some promos after backstage. Aren't we? We're going to see some push in and pull in. It's going to get nasty.
All right. After the match, Perfect and AJ attack. Daniel Bryan makes the save.
Yeah, see, I thought you were going to get there with a perfect AJ. If you don't give that stuff away, do you?
No. I've already done. I think I've done. See, because I've already done Bret and Perfect. I think that was a tournament match, and Bret and AJ was my Backlash pay-per-view match. So
true.
No, we can't just run this back on free TV. We're giving you Bret and Andrade. That's a great match.
Now, obviously, we both know this makes no difference, but just for the sake of fun, I want you to know that Andrade Bret Hart Classic was being agented by Michael Hayes. So Andrade will be grabbing a headlock after 4 minutes and holding it until the 16th minute for a hot finishing stretch on Monday Night Raw.
Where's Daniel Bryan at? Why can't I? There he is. All right. Entertainment, selling, entertainment. Okay. Look, this final segment here is just gonna make it a B+ show. We got Bray on the show. Like, once again, I've built up everything so well that I can put this together last minute and still get a great rating. That's how this works.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking as I was looking at this. I was thinking, man, Jerry's he's built it so well that he could just. So this, I actually really like the pay-per-view card you're building. So I don't know what it is. Like, if you ask me the name off the top of my head, I'd have no idea because there's a lot of different ideas being thrown into it. But the top matches are very good.
All right, we gotta have. Charlotte has no contender for the pay-per-view, and she comes out and she just says, I'm
bow
taking
down.
this. She says, bow down. I'm taking this pay-per-view off. I've defended my title. Like, it's the King of Kings. When this show gets named the Queen of Queens, that's when I'll work this show.
Wow. I mean, I'm so impressed by the excuse you've just come up with that I almost want to give you credit. But then I can't give you credit because you told me just one episode ago that you literally just had no one for it. So I'm not sure to praise this or be disgusted with it. I'm really not sure, but I like the way you went with it, if nothing else.
All right, so Charlotte, B for bow down. I'm sure that's what this segment will be rated. That's fine. Okay. What else do we have to book on this show? All right, Nakamura and Braun Strowman. I think I've already been knocked for the Braun Strowman turn. I'm gonna get knocked for the I'll wait and do the Nakamura turn when he like beats Braun at the pay-per-view. But we're just gonna do a promo. Renee Young is gonna ask Nakamura essentially, what do you think of Braun Strowman and where he's going with all of this? And you know the James Harden eye roll gif and then he walks off? That's what Nakamura does. He does that.
Well, I think there's no better way to turn a man babyface than to model him after the very popular NBA babyface James Harden. So yeah, I honestly thought you were going to say Renee Young asked Shinsuke what he thinks of America, and I was thinking this is going to be the greatest promo ever. Shinsuke explaining how much he loves it in America would have been great.
No, he's gonna do the eye roll this week.
That's good.
Yeah.
That works.
We're doing the hard sell on the pay-per-view of America and the turn and everything. But for right now, Nakamura just can't believe what this man said last week. It was so outrageous that all you can do is just roll your eyes. You know? I feel like that's
I think a lot of people.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like that's where we're at as a country right now.
Yeah, this is definitely going to resonate. I'm just not sure which way it will. I'm not sure what kind of message this is going to send once the audiences start. Because again, Jeremy, I've got to remind you, there are crowds in attendance for these things. Okay, I know it doesn't seem that way, but there are.
I still think everything is empty arena. We need some matches on this show. Don't know what matches, but we need some matches.
No, they're overrated. Who needs matches?
Okay. We're going to start the Cesaro and Sheamus just kind of splitting up deal here. I don't think I'm going to turn either of them, but we're going to start them sort of splitting up. Didn't I say I had something booked for Sheamus next week? Oh, yeah, Kofi and Sheamus is next week. Okay, that's fine. We're going to do Cesaro against... No, Cesaro against Matt Riddle. That's a fun match, right?
That is actually a very fun match.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one of those weird WWE matches that you never consider because they have 150 matches like that. But it is actually very exciting.
We're gonna give them like 14 minutes. Steal the show.
Do you feel you're ever going to get round to the Cesaro singles push? What do you think? It's hard, isn't it?
It is. Like, it is. It's going to get there because I do have... He's actually in line for the Nakamura feud.
Okay.
I just didn't know... Like, they were both heels to start with, and then I just ended up doing... Nakamura's going to end up being a babyface, so that match is going to come sooner than possible. But yeah,
okay.
the Cesaro, like, I gotta get Cesaro kind of separated from Sheamus a little bit right now. The issue is, like, I can still work with them as a tag team to do a feud with, like, the Brainbusters or something. All right, so
yeah, I mean, it doesn't always have to be cut and dry, right? Like, you can kind of
layers
sever guys about splitting them in half,
right? Exactly. Matt Riddle is going to win this match.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I assumed he would.
Yeah, Matt Riddle is going to win.
Big moment for him.
Yeah,
big moment.
The big moment for the entire Smoke crew. I need to actually make them a stable for some reason, but I have no idea what their name are. See, look at all these stables I have. You have none.
You mean their name isn't Four Smoke? Wow.
No, because Bivens is there as well.
5 Smokes.
Just keep adding members and the smoke increases. Give me a name, Joe.
Oh, I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue. This is your masterpiece, bro. You're gonna have to name it.
We're just gonna name it Up in Smoke. We'll file the trademark. Cheech Marin will sue us, I'm sure.
That's strong. I'm impressed by everything you're doing with this angle. I had doubts, Jeremy. You know this, right? I mentioned to you off air. I had doubts, but you pulled through it. MVP, I just saw. Apparently, he's on my roster.
Yeah. This could have been him in the Malcolm Bivens role.
I may use him because I was thinking about this with an angle I'm going to do in a couple of weeks. I may just make him like my authority figure and pretend he was always that.
Can I use a brand-to-brand invitation to... Remember, I talked about this hours ago on this show, weeks ago on when this airs, as the Jeff's Drug Mules. Can I have Gable and Ali and they do a segment with MVP?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, it may undermine his position as an authority figure I was planning, but, you know, it won't matter to me.
All right, okay. There we've got Up in Smoke as a stable. All right, we're good. No, I've actually just now figured out what I want to do with Cesaro. I mean, figured out what I want to do with Cesaro. I'm gonna move this down a little bit. Okay. What else do we have? I only have 35 minutes left. I went heavy on matches here because I don't have a whole lot of angles to actually book.
You've chipped away pretty good at this time, I must say.
Malcolm Bivens, he's excited now. Matt Riddle picks up a win. Malcolm Bivens is like, he's very happy for everybody, very happy for the team. Everyone else is like, see, it's not a big deal. Just chill. Relax. It's okay. You can smoke and still win matches. It's all good.
This is really progressive. I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, some of the other things on this program, not so much. And that shows the good and the bad of one Paulie, doesn't it? It really does.
We're getting people on the show here. All right, 2 Gold Scorpio and Pete Dunne.
Fascinating group of people. This
really
I take for granted how hilarious it is.
It really is a fascinating group of people. All right, women's segment. We've had Charlotte bow down. We've got Britt Baker taking on Sasha Banks, Joe. This is a big match.
Yes.
As you
very good news. Yes.
Britt Baker against Sasha Banks. We'll give them like 11 minutes. Britt Baker gets the victory. Dominates. And then after the match, Bayley's not happy. Bayley attacks Britt Baker. Let me book this as a storyline. This may have actually been like a semi-hot storyline, but now like women's.
I mean, I must say, remember 25 years ago when we did the draft? You did a pretty good job in flipping Alexa for Bayley and the legit boss, but you haven't made me regret it with your.
I mean, I think you
no longer hug.
I think you know that I didn't have like any plans for Sasha Banks and Bayley. I did it because I wanted to get Big E. The problem, like the Big E thing, is like that is a very long-term thing, and
yes,
that may have been short-sighted in how much we're actually going to get through this game.
Well, based on the amount of hours we put into 2 months, I mean, either it's short-sighted or you're underestimating our willpower. I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll see, I guess.
That is true as well. All right, Sasha Banks. Okay, Kairi saying, all right, cool, we're good there. Bayley is gonna attack Britt Baker.
Bully. She's no role model.
So this is setting up to a six woman tag match at the pay-per-view, because next week we're doing Britt Baker against Bayley, and Britt's gonna win, and then Sasha is gonna attack Britt. We're gonna have the Kabuki Warriors kind of make the save. They respect Britt Baker. You know, they respect that Britt, even though she's condescending and everything, they respect her work ethic. You know, she is an actual doctor. Bayley and Sasha Banks, they talk about being role models. They talk about having this work. They haven't proven anything, Joe. They haven't proven a thing. So the Kabuki Warriors respect that. Bayley and Sasha Banks, they convince like Sonya Deville, or I think I have like Io Shirai. They convince somebody to join them, and they're on the team. Put a lot of thought into that last portion there.
Is Britt a heel or a babyface?
Britt's shades of gray, Joe. Shades of gray.
Okay.
Technically, in this game, she's a heel. In my mind, it's shades of gray, because in AEW, technically she's a heel, right? In my mind, she's the greatest person in the world. So that's how I'm booking her here as well.
I like that. You're kind of mirroring, reality with that.
Yes.
Right? I respect it. I mean, you and Tony Schiavone see Britt as a big time babyface. So as long as you two are enjoying these shows, I can't really argue with that. That's who I'm booking for too, just me and Tony Schiavone.
All right, Sasha Banks and all right, there they attack. It's all good. Okay, cool.
I have been impressed by the way that you managed to round this show out. There was not a lot of plans heading into this thing, was there?
No. I had my Goat Home show pretty well nailed out. This show, I had no idea what I was doing. All right, who do we have? Aleister Black just needs to pick up a victory. He's on the road to killing Triple H here.
Yes.
I don't know who he's beating though. I almost just want to put him over Finn Balor. Like I don't have a plan with Finn right now. This loss by the time,
a good TV match,
by the time I have this plan with Finn Balor, people will forget about this loss, so it's okay.
I mean, they have forgotten about him in general. I haven't seen him in a while, I don't think. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think it's probably a good idea.
Actually, yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll book that match next week. It'll be kind of a short match. I might have time to fit it in on this show.
Okay.
But we're gonna do.
Has Walter got his squash on this show? He has, hasn't he?
Yeah, he beat Occam, right? I hope so.
No, yeah, you're right. That was the show. Sorry, folks. These shows sometimes. There's only so many times I can see him putting the 1 minute Walter deal with Seth on commentary. It's hard for me to gauge which one was when.
All right, Aleister Black, Finn Balor. We'll go like 11 minutes here. Aleister gets the victory. Okay. Finn will probably be upset. Oh, no. Good on you, Finn Balor. I appreciate that.
I don't think there's a huge gap there at this point on openness, unfortunately, for poor Finn. But
Yeah.
I guess good for Alistair Black. Maybe he's gone up a little bit.
All right, I'm gonna book this this kind of triple threat match here.
In honor of Triple H.
It might actually be a fatal 4-way. I have enough women's talent to kind of do it.
Okay.
So this is how we get the setup of who joins the team here. So we have Dakota, Io, Sonya, and Toni Storm.
I definitely think there's a trade to be done for one of those three heels for young Liv Morgan, Jeremy.
No, Liv Morgan is gonna be against the company in the Page lawsuit, and I don't want her on my brand. You were taking the stock hit on that, not me.
Look, I feel you should try and smooth things over with Liv. I think you should explain that I have a temper at times. I get angry. When people disobey my leadership. You can also say that I was fueled by the locker room environment I'm currently in with SmackDown. So whatever it takes, look, I'm just throwing it out there. We'll see what happens. I feel that Dakota and Sonya are very much lost in the shuffle here.
Well, Joe, we don't know that yet because they're going off script. Whoever wins this match, they're gonna get the pay-per-view match. They're gonna team with Bayley and Sasha Banks, even if it's Toni Storm.
What if it's Toni Storm?
It doesn't matter. She's a baby face. Doesn't matter. She's a naive baby face if she decides to join them. But this is what we're going with here.
Sure are. It sure is what you're going with. Look, I respect it. Go ahead.
All right. I gotta cut a minute, which okay, we'll cut a minute from that match.
How have you ended up having a cut time, Jeremy?
Because I booked the Balor and Aleister Black match, which I gave time, and I gave this 9 minutes, but now it's gonna be cut by a minute to oh man, I've gotten too many matches here. Matches are a little too long on this show. This is what you get on Raw. You get wrestling.
I'm old enough to remember when you was like, need to book some matches.
We'll cut a minute off of that. Oh man, what else can we cut here?
Well, Walter and Akam is short enough. Cesaro and Riddle is definitely
literally can't cut that. We'll cut Britt and Sasha by a minute.
That was painful for you, wasn't it?
The Nakamura eye roll, whatever. 4 minutes. I guess we can just cut segments because really that segment doesn't need to be that long.
But your percentage is out of whack, right?
Oh yeah, I need to cut matches, not segments.
Okay. I cannot believe that this show, which you rolled into one idea, has turned into the oh my god, what can I cut deal. That's amazing.
We'll make this segment longer. We have what, 2 minutes to spare. We'll bump this by 2 minutes now. There we go. Okay. Great show, Jeremy. Good job.
I agree. It looks pretty great.
We didn't even use Braun. We didn't even use Tully and Arn. That's okay. All right, here we go. Run the show. B-, that's fine. It's a strong start. I think if I would have given that extra minute or two, would have been better. But that's all right.
Yeah, good match.
Who did well? Bobby Fish seems like was the weakest with the C-. That's all right. Okay.
I wonder if Bobby's age on the game is starting to be a deal.
This should have been better, but that's okay. New Day are entertaining. Like, you should be able to just throw New Day in a segment and it'd work.
Yes.
Aleister Black, Finn Balor. All right, that's fine. B-. We're building. Try B for bow down. Okay. It's a B- show so far. That's fine. It always gets that C. I blame Seth on commentary when it's one glove. There we go. A Bray coming through, as always. Just what we needed. Triple H pulling his weight.
Superb Triple H was. Wow.
It can go be superb in NXT in a couple weeks. All right, C+. Oh, no, they didn't click. That's disappointing. This match should have been better, but they apparently didn't click. I can't imagine Cesaro and Matt Riddle like having a bad match.
Yeah, it's the chemistry thing. It will always happen to the pairings that you think would be good. It never happens to the ones you're like, yeah, okay, I can imagine. It's always the ones like this, right?
All right then. That's a downer. Oh man, this is turning to SmackDown real quickly here. This isn't good. All right, who won? Sonya Deville. There you go, everybody. You want me to do
really
more?
That really is SmackDown. The old C women's match sliding in there.
You want me to do more with Sonya Deville? She's getting a big pay-per-view match now. A modified Goga Plata she beat Dakota Kai with.
Dakota Kai is on the trade block, I've been told.
All right, B. Everyone loves Nakamura. Just doing an eye roll. It's great. No. Yes. Continue without addressing. All right, C+. Blame Sasha Banks. She got a better rating, but I still blame her.
Is that the first time we've actually booked Britt in a singles match?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
I mean, they just been doing kind of gimmicks with her. Look, I don't. As you can tell, Joe, I don't give matches away on free TV.
True, so. That's certainly true.
All right, C+ there. We know who to blame. A B. This should have been better, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably Andrade's heat, like lack of overness, you know.
It's that. It's probably capped with the story and stuff. But that's okay. And then there you go. We ended strong. This pay-per-view. These top two matches. These top two matches are gonna kill, Joe. They're gonna kill.
Yeah, that's big. Going off the air with that is big.
Yes. All right. End show. All right. Stock slightly up. Not as good as the past couple of weeks. That's okay. 25 regions. Solid show. They can't all be B pluses, Joe. You know that.
I do. That was very SmackDown, that show. Very, very. Paid homage to SmackDown with that program. You had a women's match people didn't like. You had a couple bad promos. I like it. You're following my lead a little bit. I like it. SmackDown this week is not going to be the prepared, well-crafted program you folks are used to. I'm sorry to tell you. I mean, I have a couple things. The thing is, my main event match is going to be a long match, obviously. Big tag match. Uh-oh.
What decision could this be? We haven't... Oh, contracts. It could just be Mike Tenay and Homicide contracts. Oh, no. Oh, Charlie Caruso wants more, Joe. She wants...
How much
she
is
did
she on?
that. She did that segment with Rick Rude, and she's like, I need more money. She wants 40... Oh, man, she wants $440. She's only getting paid $400 right now. Now she wants $840. This is how, by the way, you request extra money. These negotiations were like, I want $20 more. Charlie's like, no, I want 100% more than what I was making.
Well, I have never realised how much the pay system is insane on this until I've just seen Charlie Caruso come to me saying, I am currently being paid $400. Man, Charlie, how much do you want? It's fine. Definitely can give you $800 a month. It's cool.
All right, Charlie Caruso. Cool. She gets full money there. Good on her. Sometimes you just got to go to the office and ask these things, right?
You do. That's how we book our whole show. So no problem with that.
What did Tucker say? It's a different Tucker. Okay. All right. Emails. What do we got here? Oh, Seth Rollins. He's chiming in, Joe. I like that Seth Rollins gives his opinion. Goodness. Pete Dunne. He loves Pete Dunne. Seth, cool. You can put him over, buddy. You can put him over. No problem with that.
There is nothing more Seth Rollins than unintentionally giving the booker a list of people that he will lose to. Good Lord. Read the room, Seth.
You can put him over, Seth. I have no issue if that's what you want to do, buddy.
Wow, just incredible. The man just doesn't see what's coming, does he? He thinks he's doing all these commentary spots so he can go over the water. See,
I think he realizes what this is all about, and he's doing good business. He's like Triple H. He's doing good business, Joe. You like to see this business. You like to see the negative. I see the positive.
Yeah, well, that's what our locker room is like, unfortunately. Rollins is a name that comes out a lot when we're talking about people in this business that we don't jive with. It happens a lot.
Oh, does Becky overhear any of this?
I forgot Becky was on my roster. I'll have no comment on that. Okay, anyway.
Conan is staying with MLW. We got to take shots at MLW again.
Just because of Conan, or just like, just because we have a rivalry with these people?
Yeah, we need to win one of these dirty tactics. Do you think we get punished by like punching down on these companies? Can we do web shots? No. We'll mock them. We'll have Michael Cole. Who's your other announcer? Nigel. Nigel's probably not a fan of MLW. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Keith Lee wants more money. Joe, he wants.
Oh my.
Yeah, you got to pay up. You keep pushing these people, and now they want the money. I don't blame them. Are you going to pay Keith Lee?
That is actually a really good sign. He wants his money doubled, basically. So
yes.
I must have got him over in some way, mustn't I?
You did.
Full pay rise. I don't care. Not my money.
It is our money as a team.
No. When we separated on this Liv Morgan lawsuit deal, I've cut ties now. I'm running my own show here.
That's fair.
Yes.
Right.
I know that it'll all come tumbling down on me, so I'm not paying the bills either. I've got to save my money for this eventual lawsuit havoc that's going to be caused.
That's true.
It's going to be amazing. Anyone on SmackDown, anyone else other than Liv, you think is going to testify against me in this case?
Now Becky is, because you keep burying her fiance backstage, and you didn't even realize your women's champion, who just headlined your last show, was there.
She never hears us. That we always, as soon as she's in sight, it's just kayfabe, and we start talking about Yokozuna or something. Oh, Liger.
Can we book Liger?
I think he's like an agent, retired agent. I'm not sure.
No, it says he's re-signing. We should sign Liger.
No, I mean, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
We should bring him in as a road agent.
Oh yeah, we need more road agents, definitely. Our 25 don't quite suffice, does it?
We've got Sanjay suspended because he was on the gas as a road agent.
Yeah, true. We could do with the numbers, I guess, in that sense.
All right. Let's see what the emails say here. Shane Thorne request. Oh, Carmella. Would you like to re-sign Carmella, Joe?
Honestly, I know the comedic thing to say here is no, but like I actually think we should re-sign her because she's pretty useful for me as a heel that never wins a match.
I mean, I figured.
In fact, I'm pretty sure she's filling that role this week. In fact, Jeremy.
Let's see how much. If she wants like $10 more or $20 more. She wants $60 more. Okay. There you go, Carmella. Yeah. $60 more.
3 more years of being punished for one mistake.
All right. Let's see what happened on the Wednesday Night Wars, the always hot Wednesday Night Wars. Brody Lee and Darby Allin. This is not a good AEW Dark. Got a C+.
This will be a very good AEW Dark, just not a good AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
That's what you meant to say, I assume, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, not. I bet that skit
Brody
with Chris
and
Jericho.
Darby's, yeah. Chris, what's happened to Chris?
I don't know. He's just kind of, he's doing things.
Yeah.
Not sure what
he feels like he should be like an A every week, but he's definitely not doing that on this show.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure, because Hangman should be rated like fairly well too, right?
Yeah, I don't know what their product is though. Like what they get rated on. I'm not sure. That's the only thing.
That's true. Okay. All right, Brody Lee. All right, what happened on NXT? The great program. They got a C, so they still lost. War Raiders against Jordan Devlin and Mojo Rawley in the main event. All right, sure.
Red hot.
Yeah. All right. Who is the star of NXT? Who's losing to Walter in the go home week for his feud with Seth Rollins? Grand Metalik and Dominic Dijakovic are a team now. All right, sure.
Sure.
Grand Metalik was the star. Well, there you go. Dominic Dijakovic's new partner. It's going to get beat by Walter.
Honestly, we should have found a spot for Metalik somewhere on one of our 80-person rosters, shouldn't we, really? I guess. He's pretty great. I mean, I think at the time when we did it, he just hadn't been seen in a long time.
Dude, I can't find a spot for Finn Balor right now.
I know, but he would have been perfect as one of the guys that, you could just have lose. Like, he's a good match lose guy, Yeah,
that's the thing. I don't have many of those guys. Like,
yes.
That's why I'm using Finn Balor. Seth Rollins and Braun Strowman are gonna be those guys. but I've got to actually get them there. All right, Mike Tenay and Homicide have both signed. They will go down to NXT. Do you want me to keep Homicide up, or you're going to use him this week, aren't you?
Keep him up. I may actually do something with him. I have no idea what yet. This will all come about when we're not filming this. I'll figure out something. But I'm a little bit concerned about my own brain that I was the one who suggested signing him, and you had to be like, "Hey Joe, put him with the guys that were LAX too." It's like, yeah, good idea, Jeremy.
All right, Mike Tenay is going to NXT. Big boost of their brand. That's really going to swing the Monday Night Wars. You know, AEW Dynamite or the Wednesday Night Wars. Dynamite thinks they have a hold on WCW nostalgia, and we're bringing a Mike Tenay here.
Yeah, there's a handful of Impact fans that are enraged by this. They cannot believe he has backstabbed them in such a... Oh, no.
Jack Gallagher is now divorced. That Samoa Joe match really took a toll on him.
I can imagine. He's not a big fella, you know. It's a tough gig working Joe on television.
All right. Any news? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Here we go, Joe. It is Friday. It is SmackDown. Let's see what you got here. I know you very much believe this is going to be a great show, so I look forward to it.
Well, I mean, I'm always ready for a good time, and that's what makes this show great. We're going to book the stuff we have. We'll start with the female match. We're going to go, obviously, we booked it last week, right? Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, singles match. And this is where Jeremy gets very mad at me because I do not have the same booking ethos as him. This will be a double count out.
Oh,
folks.
No. Oh, yeah. Did Paul Heyman or did Papa Paul hack your brain here?
Look, we're doing a wild match, all out, all the cool spots, and in the end, I guess Bianca will do a moonsault off the top rope to the floor. They fight on the floor. I don't care. Just get out of the match, okay? We're building to something bigger. And yeah, this is what we're going with.
Double count. Oh God, what a cowardly finish this is. How long do I need to get invested to this match before being disappointed?
10 minutes.
Okay.
You've got it. 10 minutes is fine.
All right. What's next?
Okay, we'll book the main event too, and then I've got some angle stuff to fill in, and then I'll have to figure out what Only Lorcan is losing to this week. Okay, we're going to do the main event, Usos versus Yoko and Roman. I think we've got to give this 20 minutes.
That's fair.
But the finish... Jeremy, this finish is so bold. And this is where, as a fan, you double sit back in your chair and you go, you say, you know what? He frustrated me on the double count out, but Joe's still got his fastball because he's about to do an all-time finish. 20 minutes, okay. Ref bump. Drew McIntyre runs in, claymores Roman Reigns, at which point, double loose off the top, they pin the WWF champion.
Okay.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I thought you were just going to load up Roman with all the titles.
No. The Usos are now a main event act, pal.
That's fine. I have no issue with the Usos being a main event act. I don't know, Joe. You're making me invested. You're doing ref bumps. You're doing double countouts.
Hang on. Make sure that Roman... you've got Roman being attacked. We need to make it clear who's winning the match. We don't want to do this again.
Yeah. Let's not have that mishap again.
I'll do this big speech about the Usos being a main event act. It comes up, new tag team champ.
Okay. I'm glad you caught that. All right.
Yeah, so am I. Okay. Roman's going to be mad. We're not going to change it. We're just going to give him some money afterwards.
All right. This is a SmackDown tag title match, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. I don't think Roman's going to be mad. Yeah, Roman, it's the Usos. He'll put them over.
Oh my goodness, Roman Reigns was not mad about losing to the two mid-carders. Roman, we are smashing the cold beers this evening, pal. I tell you, we have got a night ahead of us. Anyway, on to much less interesting things. This Rick Rude feud is about to take a turn in a direction that I know you hate, but it's fun for me. So, Rick Rude is, he's somewhere out and about, okay? And he's wearing a fanny pack with some kind of colourful tracksuit. I've not decided what this looks like yet, but just imagine it. And he says he has spent the last few months uncertain as to why Kevin Owens is so mad at him. He has only spoke truths. He's beat him clean in the middle of the ring, which is another lie. Why is he mad? And then he realised why. It's because Kevin Owens' wife wants to be with the Ravishing One.
Oh, man.
And then he reveals, Jeremy Lambert, that he is, in fact, at Kevin Owens' house right now. I have not decided what happens next, but I'm going to be honest with you. We've done 2 months this game, and this is the best thing I've booked by a mile. This is an incredible fall. Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I go from here because I don't know how quickly I want to escalate this, you know?
I mean, you've got the man saying he's gonna bang his wife and he's at his house. You've escalated it.
Yes, but I'm not sure when I'm going to have these men fight in the house, is what I'm really saying. We're going to just do the promo, and then we'll do a different segment where Owens, and we'll do this all as one, but basically we're going to do a different segment where Owens, we see him storming out the building, he's driving to his house, and then we'll do some more when we get there, okay?
Okay. So this is a show-long thing here.
Oh, yeah. This is layers, this is depth, this is angles, this is storytelling. This is professional wrestling, Jeremy Lambert. That's what this is.
All right. Rude will go microphone. We'll have Owens entertainment because I feel like reactions and stuff. Is he watching the TV from that weird angle? And he's like, what, you know? Oh, okay. That's disappointing.
He's going to do a hard cut from... Yeah, I'm with you, but we're going to do a hard cut from Rude. In fact, I'm going to not say anything because it may end up that I book an Owens match before this, you know? And then we'll do the thing where it's on the big screen like they did with Joe and AJ, I think, a couple of years ago. So we'll leave it at that for now because I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Just remind me before we book this show, Jeremy, to return to this scene. Okay. Okay, we're going to do a 6-woman tag. In fact... We're going to do an 8-woman tag.
Oh, man.
And this is what I call a status quo match. You just get some people on television that you like, you have them win. This features the illustrious tag team champions, Bliss Cross. They are teaming with friend of all and former friend of Liv Morgan who let her down royally, Ember Moon, as well as the man, Becky Lynch.
I forgot Ember was still on your roster.
You're going to remember soon, pal. I tell you will. Okay. AJ, Ruby Riott, Carmella, and take a pick. I mean, I guess Peyton is my last heel, right? Can we just check what my heel lineup is before I plunge into that terrible wrestler lane? Okay. It looks like it's Peyton. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. Okay. This is literally 7 minutes. We're going to have Ember over Carmella.
Can't believe you're not putting Peyton over Becky Lynch to set up that next match.
Well, sometimes, you know, I think there's something to be said for just doing a match where your stars are stars, you know, and losers remain losers. And in this is exactly what I'm doing here, Jeremy. Okay?
That's fair.
Nothing groundbreaking. I just want to get some top stars on TV and a nice win. Make everyone cheer at home because you remember this is a stressful night with the fans. Rick Rude is at Kevin Owens' house.
Yeah, that's not putting smiles on faces.
It sure isn't. Okay, so I want to do a promo segment, Keith Lee in-ring segment, where Orton... You know that promo Orton does about the indie guys that he runs back every couple months?
Yeah.
We're going to do that promo here in response to Keith Lee. They're going to go back and forth. He's going to say, you know, he respects Keith... Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, he respects Keith Lee, but he doesn't like the fact that he thinks he can just walk in here. This is a back and forth segment, so Keith's also talking.
Okay.
In ring, you know, that kind of deal. And I think, I don't know if it says any impact on how you're going to book this, but Randy's going to leave him laying again with the RKO.
Okay.
And that is next week's main event.
It's still going to be Orton rated on the microphone.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. 6 minutes, is that good?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. No problem.
All right.
I mean, we may up it as we get deeper in this process because that is my notes. Okay.
Yeah, he's still 59 minutes to book.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to do an Owens match, and that is how I'm going to transition to the Rude thing. That actually makes a lot of sense because Kevin hasn't won a lot, I feel.
All right. Who? Oni Lorcan?
Can you show my heel lineup again here? Yeah. Let's do a good match, actually, now that I think about it. Let's actually use this TV time.
Kevin Owens wants to Dolph Ziggler.
Part of me wants to do Roddy Strong.
That's a good match.
Let's do Roddy Strong. Let's do a 15-minute Kevin Owens Roddy Strong match. This is the one thing about, and you've capitalised on this a lot more. When you have rosters like this, and obviously yours is a little bit more like, you know, loaded, but what I'm saying is when you can just throw matches away like this, sometimes you should just throw them. You should just do them. Yeah. Otherwise, you're never going to get to them, right? Yeah, Kevin over, that's fine. That's all good.
Like, I don't know. I'm going to make this an all-out match, so maybe it'll boost the rating a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm ever going to do Bret Hart and Andrade, so...
Exactly. Yeah, so you might just because by the time you get there, they'll forget, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the one segment of course I have to book every single week is after last week's success, it is time for Bobby Lashley to try out for some roles. And this is, I mean, they walk into multiple different, tryouts or whatever the deal. What's the phrase I'm looking for here? The cast is called it.
Yeah, it's an audition.
Auditions, yeah, thank you. And every time they walk in, Miz introduces himself like he's like Tom Cruise. He's like, he enters like he's dealt with these people millions of times. None of them have any idea who he is, of course, because he's been in the Marine.
Is Lashley trying out for the Marine 7?
For the sake of this show, I'm going to say yes, but that was not my idea at all. Okay, it was sure.
I cannot wait until we review the Marine 7 starring Bobby Lashley.
I've got it, Jeremy. I've got it. Okay, so they go to like 4 different auditions, and in the end, Miz is like, "Okay, I feared this would happen. You're not quite ready. We're going to go to something that's trusted. A safe pick." And Lashley's like, "What are you talking about?" And they turn up and it's got outside Marine 7 audition, and there's no one else there. It's just Miz and Bob, and Miz brings Bob on as his co-star. That's what we're going to do. In fact, Jeremy, extend this thing to 8 minutes. Extend it. Let's go all the way with this.
I'm fine with this. I love that. You think Kevin Owens and Rick Rude is the best thing you've built with this? No, these are the best segments you have built. By far. And
just in the show, again, it's going to be scattered. So it's 8 minutes for the sake of the game. But imagine it's 3 mini segments kind of deal. Yeah? Okay, I've got how many minutes to fill here? Okay, let's go back to the Owens household. We're going to be calm this week, Jeremy. Kevin is going to, he's going to pull up outside his house. He's enraged. He has his gear on, which is not really weird gear. He just has sort of wrist tape on. He doesn't look outrageous, is my point. Believable angles, that's what I'm into here, if you couldn't tell. And he storms here, and his wife's like, "What's wrong?" He doesn't watch SmackDown. So what are you talking about? And he's like, "Rick Rude said he was here, and this, that, the next thing." There is no sign of Rick Rude. He is left. Maybe it was mind games. We don't know when this was taped. We don't know, but all we know is everyone is safe. And Rick Rude has not been here this week. Slow build, pal.
And then Tommaso Ciampa bursts through the door, and he's like, "Daddy's home." Because I don't know if you know this, Joe, but Tommaso Ciampa is Daddy, and when he comes into Full Sail, he's like, "Daddy's home."
Brilliant. I love it. I might start watching that NXT thing. It sounds good.
What's weird is Tommaso Ciampa's in NXT in this game, and they don't use him at all.
True. Yes. Where is Tommaso Ciampa? Look, what's he doing?
You got to get Tucker screen time, brother.
We need to actually try and figure out what that is. Maybe not on camera, but that sounds hilarious that he's just sitting not doing any matches in NXT. Okay, give me the analysis screen. What can I fill this program with for 30 minutes?
You got Sting. Remember that guy?
Who? Who's that? I'm looking at Joe. I'm looking at Ray.
What are you doing with Homicide?
I'm really... Okay, we're going to do a segment where they go back to their roots, Santana and Ortiz, and they meet Homicide. And we're just going to assume the audience knows who he is, because frankly, if you watch professional wrestling and don't know Homicide, you don't deserve to watch this program.
That's
okay. Fair. They talk about, God only knows what. But look, man, I'm capable of many things, but I cannot lay out the dialogue for what these fellas are going to be covering here. We're going to shoot this gritty, you know what I mean, Jerry? Underground, gritty.
Wait, what's that word?
Gritty.
I need Edge. I have Edge, and I have not done anything with him.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't dwell on it. Like, Sting, I know that you like to hang in the Sting thing over here, but I have an idea for Sting. I feel you have no idea for Edge. So
Edge is at least an occasional wrestler, so I can get away with him being just on big shows. I'll do something with him at SummerSlam. He'll lose to Walter or whatever. But yeah, you have Sting, who's like a main eventer, and you're not doing anything with him.
Okay, I'm punishing Dolph and Rude for having a bad match when I showcased them. So we're gonna have them lose to the team of Cedric and Ricochet.
Oh boy, 2 Fly. I was actually going to suggest this. 2 Fly against Ziggler and Rude.
I bet you thought it was going to be a different result though, didn't you?
No. I thought you would book Ricochet and Cedric as the victors, because I feel you actually want to do something with them. And with Ziggler and Rude, you just they're just on your show.
Yeah, I mean, I love both guys, but it's just so much you can do. I can't believe that Robert hasn't shaved that moustache yet. Out of respect for Rick, I really can't. But whatever. Let's give us 10 minutes. I'm sure it'll be good. 7 minutes of Rude working one of their legs over. Great stuff. Only for him to no sell it on the comeback. Love it. Anyway.
You have 13 minutes.
More. 13 minutes. Okay. Let's have a look at this again. Thank you very much. Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. Figuring out what I could do with those fellas. Let's do last week Gallagher wrestled Joe, right?
Yes, and then he divorced his wife because he was so distraught.
Well, with that in mind, let's do Gallagher and Garza versus Joe and Ray, just to get the two veterans, two legends on television. I think we got Garza a win recently, so it's not like he's losing every single week. Because I know what they're doing at SummerSlam. Well, not Ray. I don't think Ray's doing anything at SummerSlam. I know what Joe's doing, but he's like in that stalling point right now because he's waiting for something to clear up, basically. What a lopsided tag match we have here.
Yeah. I think it would be fine. It's just funny of like, yeah, this is the match. Yeah. Do you want Joe or Ray to pick up
Ray
the win?
needs it more, I think.
Okay, and I assume Garza or Jack has taken the pinfall. What a rough week for this man.
You assume correctly. I'm going to have to explain it to him. Look, I'm booking you. Just take that as the win and leave it at that, okay?
8 minutes? You have 13 minutes left to fill, including this match.
Here's my concern. It's not the time, it's the percentages, because I wanted to book one more match, and I think that's going to kill me. Do 8 minutes for now, and we'll come back and adjust after.
Okay. So you have 3 minutes left.
Okay, I want to do Naomi and Mia Yim over the Iconics. So I'm going to have to call Billy up again.
Yeah. I was going to suggest doing something with Naomi and Mia Yim when I saw them there. I figured you would just have Naomi beat Mia Yim because Mia Yim just loses. But this is fine. I can respect that you want to try to get them both a victory here. Yeah,
the problem is, it's not really the best. I don't know what the best team for Naomi was. Like, I like both these people, so I put them together so I can do something with them. I've still not quite figured out what this team looks like, though. You know, like I don't know if it fits because obviously Naomi, you have all the colour and it's so flamboyant and outright, and Mia is kind of the opposite. So I don't know how we're pulling it off. I don't know what it looks like, but that's what we're going with. We're going to have them dominate here.
Oh.
Dominate.
Do you want the shorter?
We've already booked Peyton, haven't we?
Yeah, you booked her in on one match.
Okay, can we actually do a legit squash match and borrow two females? Or you can keep Billy. I don't care about Billy, but
yeah.
Borrow I could do a water level squash match for Naomi and Mia Yim.
All right, so Billy Kay and who's gonna team with Billy Kay here?
I'm looking at the names here. I mean, I feel like it'd be disrespectful not to use Aaliyah in this spot, right? Like this is the ultimate Aaliyah spot.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right. By the way, I'm actually upset I noticed that because I think it would have been funnier if Peyton just walked back out for another loss. Like, she was like, I didn't get pinned in the 8 woman, like, why not? The things we do for the women's tag titles, Jeremy, huh? The things I do, anyway.
Yeah, this is why I did not want them at all. I was like, no, I'm not even going to try to book these women's tag team titles.
Big angle, though. There's a big angle down the road, folks.
I totally believe you.
Okay, yeah, you could definitely do the dominate deal here.
Oops. All right, Naomi and Mia Yim will just dominate. Okay.
Yep.
All right, your ratio is a little off.
Okay, that's fine.
But you have time to play with, so you can like add time to segments if you want. Like
we have one last look at the who's left on the sidelines for a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Not a bunch of promo options there, is there?
No.
Okay, now go back to the actual show and I'll figure out who I'm giving a promo to. Oh, what am I talking about here? I've got one of the biggest SmackDown main events in history. We're going to give some promo to the Usos, Spooky Room Usos.
All right, Usos promo.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is a big match. This is the biggest match of their career, right? Has to be.
Yeah, I would think so. I was trying to think if they'd worked like another kind of like tag team match like this. Somebody was like a champion.
I can confirm to you, Jeremy, they have never worked a tag team match that relied on a time machine to take place. I can confirm to you that has never happened. Factual.
The Usos were in a segment with The Rock, weren't they?
They were. Yeah.
I don't think it was a
Who
match,
cares about
but...
Dwayne?
Yeah.
Who cares about Dwayne, huh?
Okay, I'm trying to reorder.
Thank you.
Okay, let me know what you think of that and what you want to move.
Okay, move the 4 vs 4 above Joe and Ray, so there's a split between the two bad women's matches. Okay, so we start with the female match. We go to a really good match, a bad match. Yeah, this all looks fine to me.
Do you want to move the... No, that's fine. Okay, if you're fine with it, that's fine.
What was you going to suggest? I'm very scared now.
Oh, no. It was... I thought for some reason I was going to move Lashley auditions between the tag match and the 4-on-4, but then it's still going to be back-to-back matches. I was just trying not to have it do back-to-back match. Unless you want the Usos promo like earlier in the show. That would be the only thing. Yeah,
actually do that, because it actually makes sense to have Owens. The Owens segment is like the prelude to the main event kind of works too. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
All right, here we go. SmackDown, July, week 1. Good match. All right, this is good. This is a strong start.
This is encouraging.
Joseph. Yes, this is a very strong encouraging start. All right.
Okay.
C-.
Oh my goodness.
An awful rating for his gimmick. Well, he's going to NXT.
It's not even a gimmick. What's wrong with you people? It's just Homicide. He's been doing it for 25 years. My goodness.
That's very
Sometimes.
True. All right, good match. This is one of those matches you just throw on there, and they just have a great match. You can rarely go wrong.
This is when you take advantage. Take advantage of the roster here. All right? Roddy Strong is just...
Oh no, I have lost Joseph.
I have lost.
There we go.
Too.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Owens and Strong, good match. Take advantage of the roster is what you said, and then you cut out.
Yes. Well, what I was going to say was it actually gets more heat on Rude too, because like Kevin Owens is having the match of the night and he's working so hard, and meanwhile Rick Rude's just at his house. Like anyway, meanwhile, that's even worse.
There we go. Good segment. This is looking good, Joe.
Program rules.
This is a good program. It's not as good as Lashley and Miz, but it's a good program. You got two very strong workers here, and they're good at a lot of things, and they're pulling big ratings, helping the stock price. I appreciate that. We figured this would happen. That's okay.
Yeah. I mean, Aaliyah was worse than I thought she'd be. But
these should be so much better. I'm very disappointed in these. They should be better.
Yeah, but at least they're not like a main event angle. Like for the audience, at least they're fun and it's not killing the rating kind of deal. You know, like it is what it is. It's a bit frustrating, but whatever.
B-. Hey, that's not bad considering. Oh, it's Joe and Ray. Excellent chemistry. You got a team there.
Oh man, that is actually a lot of fun. I mean, I know they feuded for a long time in real life, but that's actually kind of fun. Okay, I like this.
All right. Let's see. The game doesn't recognize that it's in the smoky room, and that's the issue.
Yeah, I feel it should have less impact. But yeah, I mean, that's at least one reason these promos suck. I could deal with that rather than it just being their ratings are no good or whatever.
C+, that's fine.
Right.
Becky Lynch, the star of the match, as you would expect.
What? Am I missing something? I thought Alexa Bliss was in this match.
She is.
Disrespect.
She's right.
Why is she not the star of the match, Jeremy?
Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, this was what it was supposed to be. It's just literally just getting penalty.
All right. B, that Randy Orton hating the promo or hating the NDs always goes over big. And then the RKO. People love that.
Yeah, this is just Randy playing the hits to the ultimate, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like, Ring of Honor, Evolve, who cares? And then RKO and so on. People are like, oh my God. It's great. That's where I do like one of them Twitter threads about how great Randy Orton is. This is where I would do that.
Keith Lee becoming a big star on your program. I like that.
Thank you. I think I've done a pretty good job there. Cedric sucks. It's very sad.
Yeah. He'll get there. I think matches like this will help.
I honestly think I may need to try out a different partner for a show, unless it's purely over. In which case, obviously, I'll stick with it, but we'll see.
All right. B, Kevin Owens is home, doesn't know what's going on. Okay.
I just need the main event to hit now.
Yeah, need a good main event here. All right. Should have been better, but lack of psychology. Roman Reigns had to carry things.
Yeah, that's kind of a bummer, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It's just lack of psychology being a hit is kind of, that hurts, you know? That's fine.
All right, the stock will go up a little bit. You know, this wasn't the best week for us. 25. No. We were on kind of similar. You know, I dropped to your level. I was expecting you to maybe raise up a little bit, pick me up. You couldn't do it. Very disappointing. But that's okay. We're still up. The stock is still up a little bit, but could have been better. Not a huge week for us. And the lawsuit looms. And I think that's what's really dragging the show down, is that looming lawsuit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I can confirm that we're talking about it a lot backstage, Matt, and there's a lot of concern about how bad it could go for me. I was a little bit scared when Rick came up to me this week and basically wished me well, like I was going down. That was very scary. You know, because I don't know what I'm being. Oh no, oh no, this is not good.
We gotta stop these dirty tactic stuff. It's clearly not doing anything.
Why is it always on my show anyway? Why is it always on the Blue Brand that we do?
I think because I do it in the middle of the week, and so it goes by what the next show is, and so your show just happens to be next. So maybe I'm indirectly sabotaging SmackDown with this stuff, and for that I apologize.
I mean, this is fine. I want it to be remembered when the stock plummets. That's all.
Look, you deserve this for this lawsuit, okay? This is your punishment for bringing the lawsuit against us. We're done. We're not gonna, unless it's web shots or leaking stories, no more talking about other shows on our show. But we can do it on our website, and we can leak stuff to Sapp, and that's okay.
In future, we just buy territories and steal people. That's what we do in future.
Mendoza, I would assume we're just gonna let him go. That's fine. Dolph Ziggler is not happy at all. Joseph, do you want to trade Dolph Ziggler? I mean, he's going to lose on my show, but...
No, he has a great time.
Drew McIntyre is a fan of Santana.
Can you tell TEW about that, Drew? Because I agree with you, mate, but it seems like we're alone on this one.
All right, let's run through these last 2 days here. We've been playing this for 4 hours today.
Yes, and we have full curtain pull back here. We followed the Suburban Commando review. We are insane.
And then now, you don't have to. Now I've got to watch Raw.
Yeah, but that's the worst part about it, Jeremy. Is I'm going to watch Raw. Oh. That's the bit that's really. I mean, I'm going to try. I don't know what's going to happen on Raw, so yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's been a long day. It's been fun. Like, I'd much rather do this than write about. I don't know what's happened. I literally have no idea what's happened in the world of news today. And they're going to re-sign Jerry Lynn. That's fine, whatever. Oh, the G1 Climax is starting. That'll be something.
Oh, the USA show that was there, the kickoff show.
Kenta won the junior heavyweight title. Okay.
Wow. That's one approach to it.
Yeah. I don't see any other kind of news there. Let's see what the emails say. A bunch of people complaining about developmental. They'll get over it. Killer Cross is another guy that's like in developmental, and like we never see him on the show. Yes.
Literally never see them.
Yeah. All right, here we go. The final day of the week, Sunday.
Mm-hmm. You know, I was made aware, Jeremy, when I was playing this game on my own a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago now, that the Becky Lynch pregnancy thing is a thing that very much happens in this game. So be very wary when you are doing a big push for a female wrestler. That can quickly be a game changer, okay?
I mean, Charlotte is being... This is the problem. I do have couples on my show. I have Charlotte and Andrade. I have Adam Cole and Britt Baker. See, Seth is on my show, so maybe that'll protect you from Becky getting pregnant.
I mean, yeah, I hope so. I'm not sure it works that way, I'm going to be honest with you, but, you know...
I don't think it does, but...
I'll take any hope I can get at this point.
All right. Slammiversary. What happened on Slammiversary? That's a big
Absolutely
show.
nothing.
Tessa Blanchard defeated Willie Mack in the main event. Okay.
780 people bought the pay-per-view.
That's about right.
No, that's terribly mean. I'm sorry, that's too far. TEW, that is too far.
I mean, look at this card, Joe.
It's filth. It's absolute filth.
We don't have the North anywhere. We don't have. Who else is a big star in Impact?
AJ Styles still there? Kevin Nash?
This is not a good card. Okay, let's see what the emails are. Any news? Tennille Dashwood, I guess that was she beat Jordan Grace for the title. That's good. Mustafa Ali is now muscular as opposed to not muscular.
Upper body business. Get him out of that drug dealer gimmick. Hey, well, he's not a dealer. I want to make clear he's not a dealer.
No, he's not. Do not do that. All right, everybody. That is going to wrap it up for this week. We'll be back next week with the go-home show for King of Kings, along with Joseph tanking the stock price again before King of Kings. Absolute garbage. But we'll be back then. Listen to our Tuesday shows. We review movies starring wrestlers. We just reviewed the third movie starring John Cena. I don't know what it was, but that's what we reviewed. Thursdays we talk about wrestling. Joseph, what happened on their Thursday show this week?
I think Paul Heyman beat Brock Lesnar in a steel cage match, didn't he? Did that not happen?
That's right. That did happen on Raw. Completely forgot. Felt like forever ago. So Paul Heyman beat Brock Lesnar. They're setting up this big Paul Heyman Drew McIntyre match for, I think, WrestleMania next year. I think it's going to be a long build for that match. Can't wait.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, they're looking to really kind of go old school with it. Paul's the guy they see as the next star of the business, and that's where they're going.
All right, everybody. We will talk to you on Tuesday, Thursday, or Saturday.